I spent 30 days testing 10 different AI side hustles with real money on the line, and 7 of them made me absolutely nothing. But these 3, they paid out consistently, and I'm breaking down exactly how. Here's what most AI side hustle videos won't tell you. The majority of them sound great in theory and fail completely in practice. So I decided to run an actual experiment. 30 days, 10 hustles, tracking every dollar in and every hour spent. The rules were simple. Start each hustle from scratch. No existing audience, no paid ads. Just AI tools, free platforms, and hustle time capped at 2 hours per day per experiment. 7 hustles flopped. Some made zero. One made $4 in 3 weeks, which honestly felt worse than zero. But 3 of them hit real numbers. And more importantly, they showed clear signs of scaling. Those are the ones we're talking about today. I'm not going to sugarcoat the losers either. I'll tell you which ones wasted my time so you don't repeat my mistakes. Let's get into it. Before the winners, the losers, because this is where the real lessons are. AI-generated stock photos? Platforms like Adobe Stock and Shutterstock are flooded. My 200 uploads got 4 downloads in a month. Dead on arrival. AI voiceover reselling? Everyone's doing it. Clients on Fiverr expect human-quality nuance, and they can smell a basic 11 Labs clone from a mile away. No differentiation, no sales. AI chatbot setup for small businesses? Promising concept, brutal sales cycle. I spent 12 hours pitching and got 1 client who ghosted after the demo. Too much friction for a 30-day test. AI-generated children's books on Amazon KDP? This one hurts because I see it hyped everywhere. I published 4 books. Combined earnings, $11.40. The market is completely saturated with low-effort AI books, and Amazon's algorithm buries them. The other 3 flops, AI social media management, AI transcription reselling, and AI resume writing, all suffered the same problem. The barrier to entry is so low that pricing collapsed. You're competing with everyone and their cousin. Avoid these unless you have a specific niche angle that nobody else has. The first hustle that actually worked. A niche email newsletter built almost entirely with AI. Monetized through affiliate links and a small sponsorship. Month 1 revenue, $340. Not life-changing, but it's recurring and it grew every single week. Here's the exact setup. I picked a hyper-specific niche. AI tools for real estate agents. Not AI tools broadly. Not real estate broadly. The intersection. That specificity is everything. Content creation workflow. Every Sunday I use this ChatGPT prompt. Act as a senior real estate technology journalist. Write a 600-word newsletter edition covering 3 AI tools a real estate agent could use this week to save time or close more deals. Use specific tool names, include 1 actionable tip per tool, and write in a conversational tone for busy professionals. Then I edited for 20 minutes, added my affiliate links, and scheduled it in Behave for free. Growth strategy. I posted a teaser version of each newsletter as a thread on X and in 3 Facebook groups for real estate agents. No spam, just value. I grew to 410 subscribers in 30 days organically. At that size, I landed 1 small sponsor for $150 flat fee. The affiliate commissions added another $190. The key insight here is that AI does the heavy lifting on content, but your niche selection does the heavy lifting on monetization. The more specific your audience, the more sponsors will pay to reach them. This one surprised me the most. I built a niche blog using AI content, ranked several pages on Google within 30 days, and sold the blog for $800 at the end of the month. That's an $800 profit from a site that cost me $12 to register. Here's the playbook. I used RF's free keyword tool to find keywords with search volume between 500 and 2,000 per month and a keyword difficulty score below 20. These are the sweet spots. Real traffic potential, low competition. I found a cluster of keywords around AI tools for Etsy sellers. I created 12 articles using this prompt structure in ChatGPT. Act as an SEO content writer. Write a 1,200-word article targeting the keyword. Include an H1, 3 H2 subheadings, a FAQ section with 3 questions, and a clear call to action at the end. Write for a beginner audience who sells on Etsy. Each article took about 15 minutes to prompt, edit, and publish on WordPress. After 30 days, 4 of those articles ranked on page 1 for their target keywords. The site was pulling about 400 organic visitors per month. I listed it on Flippa with a buy it now price of $800, roughly a 20x monthly revenue multiple, which is actually conservative for SEO sites. It sold in 48 hours. The real money is in building a system. If you can build and flip 2 of these per month, you're looking at $1,500 to $2,000 consistently. And every site you build teaches you faster keyword research. This was the highest earner and also the most scalable. I made $1,200 in 30 days offering a very specific productized service to local businesses. AI-generated Google business profile posts and monthly review response copy. That's it. One service, one price, $150 per month per client. I signed 8 clients. Why this works? Local businesses, restaurants, dentists, salons, contractors know they need to post on Google and respond to reviews. They have no idea how to do it well and no time to try. You're not selling them AI. You're selling them a done-for-you solution to a real pain point. The outreach prompt I used, I went to Google Maps, searched for businesses in my city with more than 20 reviews, but a Google business profile that hadn't posted in 30 days. Then I sent a cold email using this template generated by ChatGPT. Act as a local marketing consultant. Write a 100-word cold email to a restaurant owner explaining that I noticed their Google business profile hasn't been updated recently and that I offer a done-for-you posting and review response service for $150 per month. Keep it casual, specific, and end with a low-pressure question. I personalized the first line with the business name and sent 40 emails. 8 converted. Delivery workflow. Every Monday, I use ChatGPT to generate 4 Google posts per client for the week. Act as a local marketing expert. Write 4 Google business profile posts for business name, a type of business, in city. Each post should be under 150 words, include a relevant emoji, highlight a different service or offer, and end with a call to action. For review responses, I fed the actual review text into ChatGPT and had it write a professional, warm reply in 30 seconds. Total active working time per client per week, about 20 minutes. 8 clients times 20 minutes is under 3 hours a week for $1,200 a month. That math is hard to argue with. Look at those 3 hustles and you'll see the same pattern. They all solved a specific, real problem for a defined audience. They all used AI as a production tool, not the product itself, and they all had a clear, short path to payment. The hustles that failed were either too generic, too commoditized, or required the buyer to trust that AI output was good enough on its own. The winners wrapped AI inside a service or an asset that people already understood the value of. Here's the framework for evaluating any AI side hustle before you start. Ask 3 questions. 1. Does a specific group of people already pay for this type of result? 2. Can AI cut my production time by at least 70%? 3. Can I get my first paying customer within 2 weeks without a big audience? If you can't answer yes to all 3, move on. The 30-day test also taught me something about timeline expectations. Most of these took 2 weeks of 0 results before anything clicked. If you quit at day 10, you'll never see the return. Patience isn't a soft skill here. It's a competitive advantage because most people quit too early. Here's exactly what to do in the next 7 days if you want to replicate these results. Pick one of the 3 hustles. Just one. Starting multiple things is the fastest way to finish none of them. Days 1 and 2. Set up your infrastructure. For the newsletter, create a free Beehive account and write your first edition using the ChatGPT prompt I gave you. For the blog flip, find your keyword cluster using Ahrefs free tool and register a domain. For the micro agency, identify 50 local businesses on Google Maps that fit the criteria. Active reviews, inactive profiles. Days 3 through 5. Create your first output or send your first outreach. Publish 3 articles. Send 20 cold emails. Post your first newsletter and share it in 2 relevant online communities. The goal is just to start the feedback loop. Days 6 and 7. Review what happened. Did anything get a response? Did any page get indexed? Did anyone open the newsletter? Use that data to adjust one variable. your niche, your headline, your outreach message, and repeat. This is how you find traction fast. The difference between people who make money with AI side hustles and people who just watch videos about them is embarrassingly simple. Execution. The tools are accessible to everyone. The discipline to run a 7-day sprint is not. Right now, pick one of these 3 hustles, open a new tab, and complete just the first setup step before you close your browser. Create the Beehive account, search one keyword on Ahrefs, or find 5 local businesses on Google Maps. That single action is worth more than rewatching this video twice. Drop started in the comments when you do it, so I know who's actually in.